Hi everyone! Today we're going to cook a delicious favorite of mine, goulash. I'm Kubisek and let's get cooking. For this goulash we're going to need pork. I personally use pork shoulder. We'll also need sweet paprika, caraway seeds, lard, smoked bacon, allspice, black pepper, bay leaves, garlic, onions, sour cream, broth, flour, salt, and of course, sauerkraut. We'll start by dicing the bacon into pieces about a 1/4 inch thick. Then, peel and chop the onions into medium-sized pieces, just the right size. Next, cut the meat into cubes, about 1/2 inch to 1 inch thick. Heat up a pan and melt the lard. Once the lard is melted, add the chopped bacon and saute it lightly. Just a quick sear so it starts to release its fat and juices. Then, add the onions and saute those briefly as well. Once the onions and bacon are ready, add the garlic. We add the garlic last because it has a tendency to burn easily, and we don't want that. Give it a quick stir, and then add the paprika. Mix it all together. Don't saute the paprika for too long or it will turn bitter. About a minute is plenty. And then immediately add the meat. Fry the meat until it's lightly browned. That's exactly the color we want. Now, pour in about a pint of strong broth. Then add the spices. Add the allspice, black pepper, and bay leaves. Then the caraway seeds. I use about 1/2 teaspoon. And don't forget the salt. 1/2 teaspoon of salt is enough for now. Regarding the spices, you can easily use twice as much if you like, but since I'm cooking for kids, I keep it mild. However, don't overdo it with the salt. You can always add more salt to Segedin goulash later, but it's hard to fix if you add too much at the start. Stir the mixture thoroughly, cover it with a lid, and let it simmer for about 20 minutes to tenderize the meat. While the meat is simmering, whisk together the sour cream and flour. Just a reminder, to avoid lumps, add the sour cream to the flour. Start with just a little bit, mix it into a thick paste, and then add the rest of the cream to thin it out. roughly chop the sauerkraut so the strands aren't too long. Some of the liquid in the pot has likely evaporated during simmering, so add a bit more water and then the sauerkraut. Stir it in and let it cook for another 10 to 15 minutes. If you prefer your goulash on the sour side, you can season it with some of the brine from the sauerkraut jar. I like it exactly as it is right now. Remove the whole spices from the pot. Now, I'm going to disappoint the fans of traditional roux. I don't use it for szechuan goulash. Instead, we'll thicken it with our sour cream and flour mixture. The flour needs to cook for at least 15 more minutes. Excellent. We're at the finish line. It's all done. Let's serve the szechuan goulash. This goulash is most commonly served with Czech bread dumplings. Well, that's all for today. Enjoy your meal, and I'll say goodbye for now. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos.